start getting in a hurry and I start getting sloppy. So let me write a little neater down here. Okay, so this all canceled out, and then we had 3 minus 4, which was negative 1, but I brought the negative up top. So this is what we got to be careful about when it comes to these negatives. Alright, if I get rid of this fraction right here and I still have a negative, we got to consider this piece here to be in parentheses. So that's what you got to be careful about. So if I were to rewrite this, we have to distribute this negative inside. So this becomes a negative square root of 3 plus 2. Or we could rewrite this as 2 minus the square root of 3, which would be probably the more proper way to do that. So be careful about these negatives here. Alright. Okay. Let's work some more of those. I've got plenty of examples. Let's say we had the square root of x plus 5 over the square root of x minus 4. The idea here is we want to get the square roots out of the denominator. Alright, and we do that by multiplying the bottom by the square root of x plus 4 and the top by the square root of x plus 4. Okay, and I guess we should put parentheses around this here. Alright, so we multiply this out. I'll just go ahead and multiply the numerator first. So square root of x times the square root of x, remember it's just x. The square root of x times 4 is going to be 4 times the square root of x, and then 5 times the square root of x, plus 5 times the square root of x, and then 5 times 4 is 20. And that's going to be all over. So we do the bottom, square root of x times the square root of x is just x. The square root of x times 4 is 4 times the square root of x, and then we have minus 4 times the square root of x, right? Negative 4 times the square root of x, and then negative 4 times positive 4 is negative 16. So now we need to simplify this down, collect up some like terms. We have an x. Looking at the numerator, these two here are like terms, so 4 plus 5 is 9. Square root of x, and then plus 20. And that's as far as we can go on that. And of course, those guys are going to cancel out. You know, that's the whole idea. The reason if I have a minus here, I'm going to put a plus here. You know, that's the whole idea there. And so we're left with x minus 16, so we got the radical out of the denominator. The radical out of the denominator. Alright, let's work another one here. We're going to learn about that. Alright, 1 over 3 roots of x plus 3 roots of y. So we just do the same thing here. We multiply you know, this is a little trickier here because I just seen something. Let me rewrite this out as 1 over let's get this to x to the right in exponential form here, and this is y to the 1/3. Now remember, we multiplied this guy by something over here. We got to get rid of this exponent. We need it to be a 1. Okay, so that's what we got to look at, and plus the sign here is going to be opposite. So in other words, 1/3 plus what is equal to 1, and what we're looking at, a is going to be 2/3. Alright, a is 2/3.